Mr. Summers. And one other thing is that, some of you will tell me it's hard to find some sort of summer employment. Again, I go back to your network. Utilize your network as your resource. Find something that you want to do. Find something that you want to test if you want. Sometimes you might choose something that you want to see, can I actually do this? Is this something that I really like doing? And use your summer to find out. Test yourself. Will I like and will I enjoy doing what I'm doing this summer that I'm committed to doing and make it some sort of a long-term career choice. Make strategic choices. Again, network, don't waste your time. I'm just going to quickly go through this. Let me take my second bullet point here again. When I'm talking about don't waste your time, I want you guys to feel comfortable. Go off campus. Do something that you're not used to. Expose yourself to new things, new activities, things that will broaden your horizons. That's pretty important. Do an internship. Choose a company that you think you'd like to work for. Choose a company that matches up with your own values. These are the things that you need to start looking at right now. And lastly, volunteer strategically. Again, it's really important. I'll harp back later on here about volunteering. You've got to get back to your community. A lot of you spend time here at home, and you should, doing something that's non-school related, something that's you just give of your time. You should do that. It's important to give back. It's important for you to volunteer and to share your life with others and to give yourself a freedom. It's important and it's biblical. But again, I say, do it strategically. Don't waste your time. I mean, you should be pursuing stuff that you want to do, but there's got to be some sort of skill set that you develop out of it as well. And remember, as you volunteer, again, you're developing your network. So as you come into contact with new people, continue to develop your network. Number 6, decide what is important to you. I told you I had that problem with trying to make a decision, my number 10. I couldn't make a decision. I was trying to hedge everything. I didn't know what was important to me. I know what it is now. My Creator, living my Christian life in everything that I do. My family, my friends. I take time out for my family. I have a couple nieces and nephews that come into town only once in a while, every 6 months. I take a day off when they're here because they're important to me. Spend time with them. One's 6, one's 3. I enjoy spending time with them and teaching them new things. I taught my 6-year-old this last weekend how to play chess, and he's pretty good. I was surprised. He picked it up really quickly. But these are the things on the left-hand side that are important to me. Getting into a good graduate school. I'll talk a little bit about that later because sort of my life is changing as well. But what is important is getting into a good graduate school, getting into a good MBA program is important to me. And for a variety of reasons, which I'll go into a little bit later. But my question to you is, what is important to you? What is important to you? Is it getting the 4.0? Is it getting out of here, with your head on straight? Is it trying to find a job? Is it moving back home so you can spend more time with family? What is important to you? Because that needs to influence your decisions as you move forward in life. The things that are important to me will change as I move throughout life. Even as I was putting this slide together, things change on a constant basis, but the core remains the same. Probably the core for me is probably that top bullet point. My Creator, my family, and friends are probably the most important things in my life, the things that I hold the most valuable. And you need to decide what's important to you. Especially you seniors, as you're leaving here, what's important to you? Do you want to see the world? Do you want to go to different countries? Do you want to go to different cities? Do you want to work in different jobs? Do you want to work in different companies? What's the experience set that you're trying to pursue? Figure out what's important to you, but keep your core. Identify what your core is and keep it the same. Again, I go back to my wasting the time point. Decide what is important to you, because otherwise you're going to end up wasting your time. And I'm a perfect example. I wasted 10 months of my life. It's 10 months of a 80-year lifespan. It's not much, but I wasted 10 months of my life. I learned a couple things about stuff that I don't want to do, and how I don't want to cut that business. But I didn't learn things that I wanted So, just be careful. Number 5, avoid the Houghton pitfalls. So Professor Bates and Hallberg haven't seen my slides before this or my little talk. But let me tell you a couple things of reality coming out of Houghton. That first bullet point, Houghton College, where is that? You tell them, this is an absolute interview question that I've had. Houghton College, where is that? I tell them Houghton, New York. Does that mean anything? Doesn't mean anything. No one knows where Houghton is, okay? Especially if you move into an international setting. I mean, I live in Toronto. Toronto is about 3.5 hours north of here. Close distance, a border there. No one knows about Houghton. Even in the Christian community, very few people know about Houghton. You're going to run into that depending on where you are, unless you live in Buffalo or Rochester, where there's a large concentration of Houghton graduates and Roberts graduates. There's some competition going on there. People know about Houghton, but you move a little bit away from here, you've got to a no-name school. You've got a degree that is of value. You do have your Bachelor of Science, your Bachelor of Arts, but I'm going to tell you, it's going to be hard trying to find a job, especially in today's market. So what do? You go back to your network. That's what you got to do. You got to utilize your network. You got to tell people about Houghton. You got to have a story. You got to challenge yourself to get out of your comfort zone about saying that this is a nice Christian liberal arts college. I got a great education. Everyone is saying that. Everyone is saying that. They won't say necessarily Christian education. They may not say liberal arts education. They say they got a good education, just like you got a good education. But they may have gone to a place that's got more brand recognition. They may have gone to Syracuse. They may have gone to Cornell. Maybe they went to Dartmouth. Who knows? But they've got a strong brand recognition that you don't necessarily have. So you have to work a little bit harder to prove to them that you want that job, that you want that graduate school position, you want that seat in that class. Those are the things that you have to work up against. Houghton, when I was here and I was talking to Professor Bates even this afternoon, there's very few recruiting opportunities for this. So you have to make the opportunities, what little opportunities you have, work in your favor, and you have to create new opportunities. Again, go back to your network. Develop your network, utilize your network, find out where there are opportunities. A lot of positions are posted internally first before they're posted externally. A lot of companies, my company included, actively incentivizes current employees with cash, stock options, and luxury cars, believe it or not, for bringing in people and avoiding headhunter fees, and posting online or on various online job boards. Utilize your network. That's the way you're going to find positions and opportunities. Volunteer. I mentioned it earlier. Community service is so important. Again, why? Because you're going to develop your network, and you're also going to give back of yourself to the community at large. And it's important. You've got to give back to the community at large. Choose something that you're passionate about and do it. Go for it. But my question to you is make sure, again, that you choose something that's strategic, something that you're going to get out of it, and that you're going to give back as well. I'd say you got to make strategic choices. Sometimes you won't make strategic choices. Sometimes you just got to do something. Go and do it.